Are you hard on yourself that no matter how much you want it, you can't seem to make those healthy habits stick? Well, it's time to find out why. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You decide to commit on a healthy change, like a new diet or a workout plan. You're all in, super motivated, and you start to see some initial results, which feels amazing. But then those results start to slow down and don't go quite as fast as you wanted them to. Or life throws you a curveball and that new habit is so much harder to stick to. You start to justify, oh, this one time won't hurt, or I don't really care about it today, or I'll get back on track tomorrow. And slowly but surely, your old routines start to come back. Suddenly it feels like you're undoing all your hard work. Frustration sets in because no matter how motivated you are at the beginning, it doesn't seem to stick. If this sounds familiar to you, you're in the right place. We're going to talk about why this happens and what you can do about it to make these healthy habits stick and build a healthy lifestyle that helps you age stronger, healthier, and happier. Hi, I'm Jenny, and this is part 2 of my series, Aging with Intention. And if you missed day 1, you'll want to go back and see that because I'm giving you the 5 habits you want to make sure you're not doing that are aging you faster than you want. You want to take action so that you see those positive changes in your life. The world is not set up to help you stay healthy and build those healthy habits. All you have to do to realize that our environment is working against us is to walk through the aisles of a grocery store. Notice what's placed at eye level. Bright colored packaging on the end caps at the front of the store. It's not your produce and maybe you're the meat section. It's all those fancy boxes of processed food with a marketing team behind them telling you they're healthy when they actually aren't. Grocery stores and food manufacturers are in the business of selling their products, not necessarily promoting your health. This principle also extends past the grocery store. Think about where you spend a lot of that wasted time. Maybe scrolling your phone, looking at Instagram, Facebook, maybe Amazon, playing some phone games, or maybe scrolling through Netflix and YouTube, watching episode after episode. They want to keep you distracted and on the platform. That's the way they make money. But if you're out living your life, improving your healthy habits, exercising, eating better, they lose out. These companies understand the science behind habit formation, and you should too. They use it to their advantage to keep you distracted, keep you coming back for more because they have that instant gratification worked in. So 20 years down the road, which would you be more proud of? Maintaining a healthy weight, staying as active as you'd like to be, and really enjoying your life? Or binge watching all these series on Netflix, buying the latest deals on Amazon, and reaching a certain level on one of those phone games? I know what I would choose. It's easy to tell yourself you don't have time for these healthy habits, but look at the screen time on your phone because I bet that tells a different story. It's so important to know how these apps gamify to really keep you coming back. I teach this concept in my consistency code course, how to gamify the right habits so that you're actually aging with intention instead of just up-leveling on some app. Now let's get into the second reason why it's hard to stick with a habit. Tell me, after a habit has started to slip, you haven't felt like you really succeeded at it, you say, I guess I wasn't meant to do that, or it's too hard, or I'm just not good at following through. A lot of times we try to blame ourselves instead of just recognizing that it might have been the strategy we tried to use to implement these new habits. You're not broken, your strategy is. When perimenopause really hit me hard, around 45, I was overweight, exhausted, and really quite miserable. Like many of you, I searched online for the perfect plan. I looked back over my Weight Watchers, looked at carb cycling. I did start intermittent fasting. I started to realize any of these plans would work, but the key was finding the rhythm that worked for me. I got to a point where I didn't really want to follow anyone else's rules. I wanted to experiment and figure out that secret sauce for my body, and I think you should too. I realized I didn't have to eat green beans if I hated green beans. You do need to eat vegetables, so eat the ones you like, but you don't have to force yourself to like something that you hate to stay healthy. I knew I didn't want to count calories or points because it just made me feel restricted and it took the joy out of eating. This journey is about finding what fits into your life how your body works and your preferences. Aren't we old enough to make our own rules? I think so. So tell me in the comments one small change you're willing to make today. So remember, when a habit starts to slip, don't immediately make yourself wrong. This is not a character flaw. Despite those old stories that are playing in your head, despite past experiences, you can make a change. Instead of blaming yourself, start analyzing, how can I make this habit easier to follow through? Maybe it's the time of day you need to tweak. Maybe you should do it right after breakfast or maybe after dinner. Find that sweet spot that makes it easier to follow through. And then I love the phrase, make it fun to get it done. How can you make this habit a little more fun instead of I have to, I get to? And I get it, not all these healthy habits can be fun, but you can add fun elements. Do it with a friend, add music, listen to something fun as a podcast or listen to an audiobook. Something to make that activity a little more fun and you'll have a little more stickiness to it. Give yourself permission to tailor your habits to your personal needs and lifestyle. Making those small, doable changes that you actually enjoy is the key to sustainable health. Once you learn to build consistency on something ridiculously small, you know how to level it up and do it again. Small changes are less intimidating and your brain doesn't send off alarm bells because it's just a little out of your comfort zone. It's those big changes that your brain tries to keep you safe and pulls you back. And then you want to celebrate your progress. Celebrate your progress following through, not waiting for those results. One's clapping for us, so you've got to clap for yourself. When you do that exercise, when you eat that vegetable, clap for yourself. Be proud of following through. Bring in that good emotion of sticking to that habit. If you're still struggling with some of this, get help. That's why I created the consistency code, How to Age with Intention. I'd love to have you in it. Details are in the caption. Our healthy habits have to continue to improve as we age. They become more and more important. And it's not a overnight success or quick fix. It's a slow and steady journey. Let's age stronger and happier together. And then I hope you'll join me for part 3 of Aging with Intention.